In this video, we're going to go over working with discussion forums in Angel. This whole list here is a bunch of discussion forums, and you're always going to know if it's a discussion forum by seeing the icon that looks like a folder with a little tack on the front of it. And to go into that discussion forum, you simply just click on the title. And I am now inside of the discussion forum. This right here that you'll see is the post title. So it's not the actual message, it's just the title of the message. The author is right here, which this one is the instructor. And if it was a student, obviously you would see the student's name and then the date that it was posted. And if there was any replies or not, that would be located here as well. So if I want to read this, I can click on it. And the reason it was blue is because sometimes instructors can set up their post titles to be a different color, just so that way it kind of stands out against all the other students posting. And that way you'll know exactly which one the instructor commented on or posted. So right now it says introduce yourself. Please tell us a little bit about yourself by answering the following questions, and then there's a list of questions. So to reply to this message, you simply click on reply, which is located on the lower left hand side. It is sort of hidden, so keep in mind that that's where that is at. And right now you know that you're under the right post because it says RE, which stands for reply, to the introduce yourself post. If I scroll down, we're going to see the original message, which is nice because especially here I have to write 3 things that answer their questions, and so if I click on it and I couldn't see that, I may have forgotten what the questions were. So I'm going to say, hello, my name is Tech Trainer. Here are the answers to your questions. Okay, so there's my answer. If you wanted to add a file, or if you needed to add an image or something like that, you could click on this link right here to add a file, and that's where you can upload the file. You can see a grading rubric by clicking on this link. There may or may not be one, depending on whether your instructor uses one or not. So now that I've answered, I'm going to click on submit, and now you'll see that it is in here. It says already introduce yourself, and I'm going to click on this little minus button. What happens is it goes away, but this is how you know whether there are replies. So if I click on this, this is where all the replies are going to follow underneath. So to read this, I can click on it, and now I can see my post. If I wanted to print this out just to have as a copy, I can click on this little printer icon, which is a print preview, it says. And you can see that it has my message here. I could say print to PDF, and then that would just save it as a PDF on my computer, or I could actually physically print it out. So I'm going to close that. One thing about printing you want to keep in mind, I'm going to click on return to list here, and that'll take me back to all the lists of posts, is whatever you see on the screen is what's going to be printed. So if I were to click on this now, all you're going to see is the author, introduce yourself, and then the RE. So there's no actual message put in here. So if you want to actually print out or save the messages, you have to actually click on it until you see it. Then you can click on the printer button. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to actually do a post yourself. And that is clicking on this new post button up on the upper left hand side. And so here's a new post. Now this is your post title. Keep in mind it's not your entire message, it's just the title for your message. I'm going to say review of video number 1. And so say we watched 3 different videos and you needed to give a review of 1, 2, or 3. So I'm choosing video number 1. I'm going to give a review of it. So this is my review of video number 1. I thought that the producer, and then etc., etc. So you can finish your message. You can actually import or insert pictures if you like. You can give hyperlinks to web addresses or anything like that. Basically anything you can do in a text editor, you have these options available as well. Again, you can click on the Add a File if you need to add a file. I'm going to click on Submit. And now you'll see that we have the original Introduce Yourself post from our instructor and my reply, and now my post is here. So if I want to review that, I can just click on it. This is my review of video number 1 and the rest of the message. So to get back, you just click on Return to List, and we are back. So that's about it for using discussion forums.